Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. The ugliness of this world will be explored in great detail. And now we're off to figure out why the events you observe aren't happening at random. There's a reason for everything. I've been telling you for months that this week is going to be huge in the international community, and you still haven't bothered to stop and think for yourself. Darn. The world today is just insane. But we are ready for it. We must all understand that our attention is always being drawn away from the true nature of the situation. Later on tonight, I'll be making a post on Rumble that will have me kicked out of here permanently. Friends, I have a lot to say, so please don't miss it. The first thing I want to discuss with you here on YouTube is the fact that our government has been stockpiling weapons of war. Republicans have invested heavily in the oil and energy sector out of prejudice and enviousness, whereas Chevron Democrats rule the cyberspace like FTNT, and many others have purchased shares in the defense contractor General Dynamics. These corporations put a lot of effort into lobbying the government. This is free alpha, ladies and gentlemen. And I want you all to understand that the black swan of black swan occurrences has here. Don't try to claim that you weren't ready. Now, keep in mind the stock ban law that has been making the rounds like crazy. To avoid such incidents, senators are proposing this prohibition. This is what they will say to the public at large. However, the American taxpayer will be used as a source of exit liquidity in this scenario. That was the intention all along. And know that this is the signal for where the main catastrophe will begin, no matter what humanitarian ideal Congress sets into play to attempt to pass it. There will be a lot of uncertainty in the world today. And especially as we approach October 14th, which I expect to be the peak of the current events. You must be alert and vigilant at all times. This is also a serious warning from the Wolf of Wall Street about cyber threats, so take note, gentlemen. It is expected that some witnesses to the unfolding events would share their photos online. Seismic waves is the name of the accompanying file. Do not open it. In 10 seconds, it will hack your phone and there will be no way to stop it. They warned about it on TV, and it's possible that a massive cyber attack on the United States is just around the corner. I'm not here to instill irrational terror in you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm over here sounding the alarm on extremely likely, feasible, and growingly likely catastrophic occurrences. Get ready right now. It's cheaper to prevent problems than to fix them afterwards. And all I ask of you is that you keep your guard up and your ears open. The XRP litigation has taken an unexpected turn recently, with the judges now actively seeking to have the case settled through discussions with the SEC. And with that, ladies and gents, the matter is finally over, with the judge ruling that XRP is not a security and the SEC's appeal being denied. There is a strong possibility of a settlement. Now is the time for an emergency alert for the XRP army, and this is why. A worldwide black swan event is already unfolding before our eyes. Currently, tensions are on the rise. We're at a turning moment that will have lasting consequences. The Federal Reserve, Fed, has been hiking interest rates to tame inflation, even though we all know that prices have actually risen significantly. However, this is the main issue. The difficulty is that recently, they have started delaying transitional rates. As a result of this change, rates will be drastically reduced under the pretense of a catastrophic disaster. The current outbreak may serve as the impetus for the government to print even more money. And we all know that when governments issue more money, the price of cryptocurrencies goes up. Honored guests, for months now, I've been warning you that the big event will happen in September or October. Now, believe me when I say that the month of November is the major catalyst for the switch to be flipped and for XRP adoption to occur. I predict that the cryptocurrency market will see a tremendous bull run from November 2023 to April 2024. It's feasible that the Fed will change course soon. We all know that Fed pivots cause brief downturns in prices before launching a fresh bull run. And that's exactly what I anticipate will occur. Listen up, guys, I have something to say. More time spent consuming commercial media increases distraction. We in the XRP army are the ones making headlines. We are in tune with the global scene in every way, from the technological to the geopolitical. You won't be quite ready to join the new 1% until you fully appreciate how right you are. And I want you to keep that in mind. Here we have Jeremy Hogan clarifying his position on what has to happen next. The judge has already ruled against an appeal at this stage. He has laid out all of the options, including the exact probabilities and timelines for each. The judge initially issued a summary judgment late at night/early the next morning. The SEC may file an appeal regardless of the outcome of the case. The day of final judgment is the day that this will occur. The SEC, as you will see, does not have many viable choices. One possible outcome is that individual defendants are tried by the SEC in April 2020. That possibility is 39% likely. In Jeremy Hogan's opinion, the judges have decided to try only the most complex aspects of the case. In addition to potentially losing at trial, the SEC may also have its dirty laundry exposed. This lawsuit wouldn't be filed until 2025 if the FCC goes to trial and appeals. This means that we won't see a decision from the Court of Appeals until 2026. The matter is likely to be remanded to Judge Torres for further proceedings even if the SEC is successful on appeal. The SEC now plans to take the matter to court. So, the SEC wants to force a trial on the whole thing so it can appeal the judgment on the report's objections? Fair enough. However, a final settlement is expected and is scheduled for the 14th of June, 2027. Wish you the best of luck. Second, with a 32% likelihood of success, the SEC might reach a settlement with individual defendants Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson, secure a final judgment against Red Bull, and then appeal. Due to this fact, I seriously doubt that they will follow through with it. Well reasoned, Hogan. By negotiating a settlement with the individual defendants, the SEC can avoid a very difficult and overreaching lawsuit, save time and resources, and save face. The case would skip the individual settlement phase and proceed straight to the remedies phase. The SEC argued that the process of seeking remedies through the courts would take an extremely long amount of time. The Wire desperately required an early appeal, and this choice still extended far into the year 2026. Thirdly, the SEC can finish its legal battle with Ripple and the individual defendants by negotiating a settlement. In a settlement meeting, as the judge has mandated below, this is possible. The problem, though, is that the SEC has demonstrated little willingness to negotiate with the United States. Even though this is frustrating, the SEC should consider settling. It may now print another, quote-unquote, victory story while cashing in on the bad guy's large payout. The judge has paved the way for this by making it clear that her only judgment relates only to the facts surrounding XRP. At last, the possibility exists for something I haven't considered. Who can say? And the likelihood of that happening is 8%. If there's one thing I have to say about Jeremy Hogan, it's that his use of statistical likelihood percentages is incredibly irritating. However, it's all in love, bro. The SEC, as you can see, is stuck with a few unattractive choices in the long run. In the meanwhile, the summary judgment is final and will remain so until at least 2026. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, I believe XRP will lead the cryptocurrency market during the next bull run, and there's even a chance we'll overtake Bitcoin during that upswing. If that's the case, then there are no limits to what we can accomplish. With increasing utility, higher adoption, increased technological innovation, and changes to the XRP ledger, the potential for XRP to grow is enormous. It's all over today. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.